Hello, hello, happy Thursday. Surprise! I kind of teased a little bit earlier in focus group that yes, I will probably be going live because there is just so much going on and I'm really feeling it and feeling all the shifts and whatever I can do to support you guys to let you know you're not going batshit boo boo crazy. You're not. We're just on this wild ride. So I popped in here this afternoon with a couple of really cool updates for everybody. First and foremost, welcome to the newest members of the Love Train. We continue to grow organically, and that just means that your soul gave you a nudge and said, hey, something over there could help your journey feel a little bit smoother. And there's other peeps going through what you're going through that don't have anybody to talk to. So, this is a beautiful, safe space to land for all. And so I want to talk first about the energy, but I do want to make note of a couple of things. Number one, you will see in the videos today, it's 2-for-1 activation day at the Love Train. Every Thursday when we have focus group, the guides always bring through an activation, and on occasion I get guided to share it with the entire community. Now, the focus group, by the way, is open to everyone and it's free every Thursday. But the reason that I don't always post every single activation in the community is that there's always some beautiful, it's a beautiful container that happens in the focus group, and you're able to embody it. And there's also an accompanying transmission from the spirit guides to help us to, for a human, to understand it better. So when there's occasionally there are activations where no understanding required, no focus group required, and that was today. And as I got out of focus group, normally, just like most of you attend, there's a decompression that happens because this it's such a beautiful and grounding energy. And then after the activation, which is typically at the end, I usually decompress too, just like everybody else does. And today it was wild. There was a frequency tied to the activation that we did earlier in the class. And that one, let me see if I can get my references right here, was holding deeper alignment while the outside world is under a deep reorganization, right? And so it's how do we keep that inner calm when it appears like everything that has already manifested around us is going off, right? And so we completed that activation. That one is here in the channel. And after the focus group ended, this frequency kept coming in, and I think I was trying to share some information at the end, but it was almost distracting. It was coming in so strong. And the second activation came forward, and they work in tandem. So you will see both. The first one is foundational, because it's going to lead you energetically into the second one. And then the second one is an amplification, which comes in the form of relief from whatever you think is holding you up or bugging you or getting in your way, right? All of those things. And so again, the first activation is foundational. Those of you who are in focus group today will know this because we did this one in the group today, but it's holding deeper alignment during exterior reorganization is the foundational piece. The secondary piece is the activation, which is a solution already exists. A solution already exists in your vibrational reality. And the way this came through for me energetically was so cool because I was feeling it amplifying in my heart. And it kept amplifying and amplifying to the point that I had to record it. I was like, this is ready to go. And the reason I'm mentioning this is that when you listen to any activation, the state of being of the person that is channeling it or recording it impacts how you receive it too. And that's why I was so excited to get it recorded, because it was just amplified in such a big way for me, that it was just, here it is. So enjoy both of those. You can listen to them back to back, for sure, or do one now and another one later. But I really, really highly recommend those. Why? And that's going to tie into what I'm talking about here. So we saw over here this, let me move the melon. Whoop, moved it the wrong way. There we go. So over here, this was a couple of days ago, right? We saw this, and remember we had a lot of this horizontal light, as we're calling it, which is really weaving. It was weaving in light into the upper chakras. And then also this one right here, that was all about really heart coherence in the solar plexus. And I'll show you more in the Shakalaka chart. You'll see more about, then you can see last night, overnight, what happened. The spikes are returning. So I'll show you what happened here as this heart coherence, which is what my guides were calling it, all of a sudden shifted, and you see there's this little space, and then it's integration, and here come the vertical spikes. And so that's what we're going to talk about here today. And it was why I was so inspired to come back in here, even like I've never had this much energy continue to roll on after a focus group, but now I can see the importance of us shifting our belief and really stepping into our power, and recognizing that when you align with your power, that truly we can integrate this energy and sail through it without struggling. So the let's see. Da, 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 da. Let me see who's in here. Robin's here. Hello. Hey, Julia. Christina is here. Aloha. Cheryl is here. Hello. I see Donna. Hello. Darla. Hello. Welcome from Salem, Oregon. Welcome. Helen's in the house from Australia. Hello. Awesome. So happy to have all of you guys here for this late day update, or maybe it's an early morning. For Helen, it's going to be early morning update. All right. So I want to talk about this energy here, and give you a little more depth, because some of you, it's going to be different for all of us right now, right? There are times when we get a wave of collective clearing that everybody kind of feels like, okay, my solar plexus, we're going off for 4 hours, what the heck? And that's pretty much across the board. But with these, when these spikes return, right? That is definitely going to feel a little more personal to your own energy, right? And so I'll tell you what the guides brought forward with this. So the pattern literally shifted right here overnight. And this is like the middle of the night right in here, because I just pulled this at 3 Pacific, so 2 hours ago, okay? So this is very, very recent, and you can see what's going on here. But the pattern shifted from this, which felt like, this kind of felt like the blender, right? Little disorienting, hard, a little bit more difficult to ground, maybe not too much clarity coming in. And we transitioned back into these spikes, right? Which I'll show you in the Shakalaka chart in a minute. But one of the few of the questions that came forward is, did you guys feel the shift from disorientation or distortion? I definitely did. I woke up, feeling really grounded and with a quiet mind. But the second thing that could happen with these spikes is, did you then get clarity, but did it also maybe bring back a recurring fear or pattern or theme? That thing that you're like, I thought I cleared that. Right? So notice, did these spikes bring that up? Now, if you're noticing frustration, agitation, or emotion, right? Or maybe, all of a sudden having an emotional spike. The question from spirit is, how are you responding, right? They say frustration is not the enemy, it's a signal. It is a signal that something's ready to be seen. It's an old loop that's ready to be released, right? It's a signal that the pattern is prepared to release and go to the light. So instead of resisting what's resurfacing or judging the response, right? We want to, how do we stay embodied with these? And these are energetic purges that are very, very powerful, right? And so we're working on reorganizing our right, recognizing our upstream reactions versus downstream responses, right? And then using your awareness to soften it, right? And those of you who are coming to the group masterclass on Saturday, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about how do you feel your way forward instead of planning, strategizing, loop, right? Getting on the gerbil wheel. And then also we're going to learn how to sit in stillness with these things that are getting pinged up at you. What happens when that thing shakes you off your right? Oh, I was in alignment until I remembered this, right? Or why is this loop, this broken record? I broke the record player, I broke the record, I smashed it, I threw it, and then why is it still playing? Please tell me, right? So, how do we handle that? So, we're going to deal with that on Saturday. How to, instead of judging it or getting mad at it, how to really sit with it and go deep into that inner peace. And here's a hint. The first steps are in the 2 activations that I've posted today. So anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Those of you who are in the class, we're going to go deep, deep, deep. Because right as we're ready to release this stuff and we recognize it clears like this and like this. It truly does. And this way you allow that reorganization without any forcing, and you get that clarity in your field that you want. And there's nothing to get right, right? It's just how do I stay present? Meaning, how do I stay connected to my deep, deep inner self, right? To my higher self, while the system in front of me is recalibrating. And so it's just a skill that we're all going to practice, and there's no perfection required. No one's behind, no one's broken, and but nothing surfacing right now is random. Also, it is all purposeful. It is all purposeful. Okay, so we're all working on how to meet it with calmness and clarity, and most of all, trust and recognizing that you have so much power around this. We really do. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the Shakalaka chart because energetically, this can help show you what in the heck is going on. What in the February is going on. Here we go. So a couple of things I wanted to point out that the guide showed right away when I pulled this up today. They drew my attention right here. So this is that heart coherence line, right? This line, the yellow one, represents the heart chakras and the solar plexus, right? And you can see it was elevated, elevated, elevated. Let me move my melon. Look, it went up and it stayed up. There was a sharp dip, and then look, and then it peaked, right? So this is that purging and alignment. And look at how sustained all of these were, right? Especially these upper chakras. That was for days that we had that. Then the middle of the night, here we go. Roto-rooter time. Let's go back to getting some more muck off the bottom. Boom, there we go. Okay, upper chakras. Look at this one. It was descending from that elevated thing, but it came back down, right, to its baseline, right? And we know this baseline, as we keep ascending and evolving, this baseline itself has shifted. All of these baselines keep shifting as our consciousness shifts. But then you can see we got a spike to the solar plexus, another spike here. Look at what's going on in the sacral chakra. Spike, spike, spike. What is this? Relationships. Are you minding your own energetic bizazzo? Right? And then look at here, spike, spike, spike. What is this? These are those dense lies. The dense lies. I'm not worthy. Everybody else is abundant but me. Blah, 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 right? All of that, lies. If the thought feels like poo, it's because it's not true. 100%. And it's something coming up that just wants to be met with stillness, to be met with love, because it wants to go back to love. It does not like existing in that dense form either. So that is what we've got going on. And you can see that it started to trickle out. I mean, I know I can I feel there's light coming in, and I feel like that's what's causing the excess amount of energy in my body. But again, this is different for everyone. And so, if you're taking in a lot of information about the graphs, do it with discernment, right? And feel into just how did I feel as I slept like a brick. I was up late, but then went down, slept like a brick, and slept actually rather late this morning. And that was even with the spikes. For some of you, this may keep you awake. It's quite possible. So, really, no, there's no wrong way to feel. It's you recognizing, okay, this happened. How did I feel? How did my who man respond to this? How do I feel? What's coming up for me? And then what's my next step, right? Okay, so I noticed this about myself. Now what's my next step? So um, that's what I got for you guys today. Let me spy and see who else snuck in here. I saw a few more of you beeping in here. I see Judy is here. Hello. Trenton's hello. Azuki's here. Hola, Azuki. Alyssa. Yes, it's still Thursday, Alyssa. Unless you're Helen. It's Friday for Helen already. Um, Diana feeling feisty. Ah, interesting. Yep. See these spikes. Okay. What is ready to go to the light? What did this stir up in me? I'm gonna sit with it and be still with it, right? A lot of it, and make sure you don't leave yourself out too. Sometimes we're mad at ourselves. Forgive, 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 forgive. Very important. Kenny's here from Portland. Hello. Lisa's here. Oh, Lisa, thank you. You guys inspire me every single day. Truly, truly. This community is beyond inspirational. I can't even begin to tell you. And seeing everybody growing and really stepping into these energies and learning how to manage their own energy is like my dream come true, because I know what's on the other side of it is us playing and creating and having fun together, right? We came here to have fun. I'm telling you, nothing else. And so, in the meantime, whatever muck we got to mow out of the way, we're going to mow it out of the way together. You are not alone. Do not isolate. You got the love train. Just come in here and just soak up all the love. You don't need to do anything. We're radiating it for you. All right. Elizabeth, hello. I see Donna is here. Leanna, hello. Oh, yes. I love that. Excited in creative mode. Yes, that is absolutely how I've been feeling for sure. Such a great byproduct, right? Um, awesome. Oh, welcome from Seattle. Hey, I'm glad you made it. Tracy. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, the activations that have been coming in are just because what's happening is as a group, right? This is a container. It's an energetic container, the love train, right? And as we all radiate these higher frequencies for each other by giving it to ourselves first, the entire container elevates and expands consciousness, and that's what gets radiated out. And your souls are calling in, okay, bring me the next thing, bring me the next thing. And like today, your souls were very excited because it brought in a second activation after we were done with focus group. And so it truly, truly is know that these are coming from your hearts, and I'm just able to read it in the field and then blurt it out. What a fun way to do it. So please know that I am equally grateful. This guidance is coming from all of our collective fields that are so excited for us to keep moving forward and to move forward with hope and not fear. And so, and I really want you to go listen to those two activations, especially if you don't participate in a focus group. Um, if you need a replay from focus group, it's always free. You can send me an email and say, can I get the replay? There's no gatekeeping on this stuff. This is all stuff that when we help ourselves, we truly help all. And so that's why it's so important to recognize where your energy is and how do I just stay in this yummy feeling? Because the longer you're in it, the better it gets, the better it gets. And so that is my wish for each and every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, I am now going to go hydrate because this was a really a beautiful, just energy-filled day for me. And I love it when that energy is filled with stuff that can help our entire community. Because, like I said, it's playtime. It is play time. Let's do this. All right. I will see you guys when the energy calls. Lately, that's daily. So I love it. I love it as much as you do. Um, Remember, stay in your heart, use that breath, and slow everything down. You cannot go wrong. Slow down. And why? Because a solution already exists.